Let's talk about Will Riley. Will Riley is a 6'8" wing, the 6'9" wingspan. He measured in at about 186 pounds at the combine. He's a Canadian, played his freshman year and one and only year at Illinois, where for the majority of the year he came off the bench, but he did definitely get around 9 or 10 starts on the season. He started off the year with a real banger. He had a 30-point performance to debut his college season, which is pretty damn impressive for somebody just starting off. And then, the NCAA tournament was kind of a perfect encapsulation of Will Riley's season, where he had a great, just an awesome game against Xavier, and he struggled against some of the more veteran and physical defense of Kentucky. So let's get into it. All right, so we've got some highlights here from the game against Xavier where he played incredibly well. And Riley in this game really showcased what his full potential could be. You see it with the block shot here, something he didn't do very often, but was more engaged on that end defensively in the tournament here against Xavier. He showcased a variety of moves to score inside and outside, a really fluid handle and an ability to create space off the ball, which is, by the way, my favorite part about Will Riley because, listen, 98% of these guys were evaluating on can they fill a role in the NBA. Not how well can you score with the ball in your hands, but what can you do when you don't have the ball? How can you impact winning without the ball? And with Riley, that's something that really jumped out to me in multiple games. He's a good cutter. He's a good off-ball mover. He understands how to create space and separation and has good timing off the ball with his movements. The one thing that kind of holds him back a little bit with that is he can be pushed off of his line. So if he's trying to get a little bit closer to the basket, stronger players can force him away. Or if he's trying to cut near the rim, stronger players can kind of force him to the baseline and take his ability to get all the way to the rim away. So a lot of young players have to get stronger. What Riley certainly does. And he had a great start to the season, like I said, and then kind of had some inconsistency in the middle of the year. And by the end of the year, was playing strongly again, and especially in this game against Xavier. I also think it really highlighted in this game, but overall in the season, he's an underrated passer and playmaker. He really understands how to see the floor. He's got good vision, and he plays at times within his own pace, which allows him to see the floor well and find open shooters and cutters. He's got a nice hesitation move. I just think Riley, the flashes are there. The flashes are certainly there with Riley to show a player that has NBA potential. Now, some of the weaknesses I would say come in more so with his defensive inability. Listen, there are just not too many guys who average zero point 0.6 stocks, not zero point 0.6 steals, not zero point 0.6 blocks combined, who have a lot of success in the NBA. It's a really low, steal and block percentage. Now, if one was high, one was low, that would be okay. But the fact that both are low gives me concern, along with the strength concerns. Um, the 3-point shooting, sporadic. The free throw shooting, solid but not great. So it doesn't give me a lot of confidence that that 3-point shot is definitely there. Just wasn't quite there on the season. So there are flashes. There are lots of positives with Riley. I really love, again, his ability to move off the ball. I think that's his best trait for me moving to the NBA. But he's got to become a more consistent shooter. He's got to get stronger, which will help him on both sides of the ball. And he's got to just have more of an impact defensively because I see him as a wing who, as of right now, is going to be best off guarding twos. And I'm not sure he can guard twos right now. That's a question I have. I don't know the answer. It's a question I have. Statistically, statistically here, Riley, he had a really good freshman season. Look, as a freshman who, was playing in Canada up until his junior year of high school, these are really good numbers from somebody transitioning to play in the Big Ten. 12 and a half points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. 43% from the field, 33% from three, we'll round up there, 72% from the free throw line. And look, the concern is in conference play, like a lot of Illinois, quite frankly, the shooting numbers dipped a little bit. So 27% from three in conference play. A little bit of a bump in assists, closer to 3 assists per game. So, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. And almost a 2-to-1 assist turnover ratio for Riley in conference play, which is really good. That goes to those underrated playmaking skills. And please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you've enjoyed this video so far. With Riley, I think he's a guy who's going to have to spend some time in the G League. Whether that's a year, 2 years, he moves up and down. I just think he's going to need that time. He's got to develop his body. He's got to become a better shooter. Those two things are most important for Riley, more consistent shooter. I think if he gets stronger, the defense, some of that will take care of itself, and the offense is good, especially the off-ball movement, the ability to free himself, the fluidity with his handle. All of that stuff is just going to play up more as he gets stronger. I think he's a guy worth taking in the back half of the first round, and you got to have a development plan in place for Riley. Like, how much time do you want to have him in the G League? How much do you want to have him up with the NBA club? Because I think he's a guy who's shown the flashes to me to be a contributor as a rotation guy and potentially a 12 to 15, maybe 12 to 18 point per game guy down the road. But it's going to take some time. Let me know what you guys think about Riley in the comments below. Please share this video with your basketball loving friends. Until next time, peace.